One quiet morning, as the first golden rays of sunlight filtered through the tall trees, John stepped outside his small wooden cabin deep in the forest. The air was cool and fresh, filled with the cheerful sounds of birds and the soft rustling of leaves in the breeze. Everything felt calm and peaceful, like nature itself was singing a gentle morning song. Suddenly, a long, sharp howl echoed through the woods, shattering the silence. John froze in place, his heart beating faster. The sound was filled with pain and fear. Without wasting time, he carefully picked up his gear and began moving toward the direction of the howl. Pushing through thick bushes and uneven ground, he followed the sound until he reached a small clearing. There, he saw a massive wolf caught in a heavy iron trap. The metal jaws were tightly clamped around her leg. She had clearly struggled for a long time, but now she looked weak and exhausted. Her breathing was shallow, and her eyes reflected pain, fear, and hopelessness. It was clear she had little strength left. John felt a deep wave of compassion. He wanted to help, but he also knew how dangerous it could be to approach a wild wolf. As he moved closer, the wolf growled softly, her fur standing up, not out of anger, but out of fear. John slowly stepped back to avoid stressing her further and to keep himself safe. As he looked more closely, John noticed something important. The wolf was female, and her body showed clear signs that she was nursing. This meant her cubs were somewhere nearby, waiting for their mother to return. The thought of helpless cubs alone in the forest pushed John to act. He knew he could not walk away. Gathering his courage, he slowly approached again, speaking in a calm, gentle voice to soothe her. When he carefully touched her injured leg, she barely reacted. She was simply too tired to resist. John tried to open the trap, but it was bent and stuck. With no other option, he picked up a heavy rock and struck the locking mechanism again and again. After several hard blows, the trap finally snapped open. The wolf was free, but she was far too weak to stand. Without hesitation, John carefully lifted her and carried her back to his cabin. Inside, he cleaned the wound and wrapped it with bandages, using the limited medical supplies he had. Over time, her breathing became steadier. Knowing her cubs were still out there, John followed faint tracks through the forest. After some searching, he found their hidden den. Gently, he gathered the cubs and brought them back to their mother. The moment they were reunited was deeply emotional. The cubs pressed close to her, and the mother wolf relaxed, clearly comforted. For the next few days, John cared for the wolf family, providing water, food, and a safe space to heal. One day, when John returned from gathering supplies, he was shocked to see a full pack of wolves standing near his cabin. Fear rushed through him, but the mother wolf stepped forward and signaled to the pack that John was not a threat. The pack accepted him. A silent understanding formed between man and wolves. Soon, the mother wolf and her cubs regained their strength. One morning, they prepared to leave. John watched quietly, feeling both sadness and happiness. The mother wolf turned back one last time, locking eyes with him as if offering a silent thank you. Then she disappeared into the forest with her family. Though John never saw them again, the memory stayed with him forever, a powerful reminder of courage, kindness, and the unspoken bond between humans and nature.